Let's try this. Hello, Melissa, Shay Shay, Rochelle. Sorry, I'm asking if you can hear me, and it said mic off. So I'm going to tell you, you figure out you can. I didn't finish. I met mostly when people come to me, they're happy, but she doesn't seem to be very happy. Okay, so you said your uncle passed. Who's the she that's coming towards you? Your aunt? Okay, so I got a question for you three. Would it be better for a Tuesday and a Thursday, or is the Wednesday and Thursday fine? Can you hear me now? Okay. Hi, Lorene. And there's another person there, but I can't see them. Okay. So, Melissa, we're going to get started. And a question to everyone who comes on tonight: Tuesday, Thursday, or is Wednesday and Thursday fine? So let me know. Melissa, you have the Magician. And as we all know, the Magician for me is one of my favorite cards, and it's about having all the paraphernalia you need to make your life happen. But because the light is shining right on the heart area, I would say that there's heart work that needs to be done. And so when I say heart work, it could be clearing your chakra, it could be letting go of things that have hurt you, and it could just be moving into a better sphere of life or a better way of life. And so I would say maybe a little energy. And so let's do this. Purple. It's the heart green or red. I can't remember, but I would say that using a little energy to improve the heart area. Okay, so Shay Shay, sorry about your loss. Seems to be a lot of that recently. And maybe the reason he's a little angry or gloomy is because he wasn't ready to die yet. I'm not sure if the name or the sound M is connected to him, but maybe he just wasn't ready to pass. And sometimes that happens. And so they could be a little confused about their passing. So I am going to suggest that you talk to your uncle and you let him know. And you don't need to be asleep to be able to talk to him. I'm saying you can talk to him while you are awake as well. All right. So just have a little chat and see if he can understand that it was his time and that it was necessary for him to pass on. Hi. Okay. Hi, Rochelle. Well, Rochelle, I'm hearing what is it I'm hearing? I am hearing baby noises. So I don't know if you're planning a baby or whether or not there's a baby around you, but I'm hearing baby noises. And I can take those baby noises to another step and say that it's very feasible that it is like an animal baby noise, but I am hearing baby noises. So I'm going to say congratulations. And I'm also going to say just be a little prepared. And maybe it's someone around you who's having a baby and they're going to announce it, but I am hearing baby noises. Okay, so why is my screen doing that? Okay, bear with me. My screen's acting up. Hello, Lorraine. It has been a while, and I feel for you that you're like the Queen of Pentacles, and it's time to expand a little bit. And I don't mean in size, but it maybe expand your horizon, what you're doing, where you're going. And it may even have something to do with work and expanding the concept of work, but it's moving in a more direct or in a straighter line to the direction you want to be. Sorry, sometimes I have a little problem with words. And they're saying that it's like if you line up all your envelopes, all your ducks, everything begins to fall into place. And maybe you have to shift or change something a little bit, but that's okay because when you do it, it makes room for what needs to be there. Okay, so Daji, Elsie. Okay, hi. I don't think we've seen you before, But so for you, it's about love. It's about adventure. It's about putting your priorities into place of what you are looking for. It's about feeling the wind on your face and hearing the leaves rattle. And it's about exploring the world around you. It's not about just being in one spot. It is about exploring the world around you. So it's being more expansive and go out there and look for what you're looking for. Don't just sit and wait for it to come towards you. So, Rochelle, Tuesday and Wednesdays? Okay, that's a consideration. I'm writing down the choices as we go so I can run them by Penelope as well. But you're thinking Tuesday, Wednesday? I've got a Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, and either day. All right, so that's good. It helps me. Shay, Melissa, hi. Orville, hi. And if I missed someone, let me know because my glasses don't seem to be focusing so well right now. Hi, Orville. Wow. Okay. I'm a firm believer that motorcycles are okay, but I dated a guy who used to be the 911 operator who went out and picked up the pieces of motorcycle riders. I do actually think you'll be okay on the motorcycle, Orville, as long as you pay attention to everything around you. And remember, you don't have that extra protection that you would in a vehicle. So it's really important that you pay attention, and even to wildlife. Okay. I know a lady who got hit by a deer. It jumped out in front of her and she's not covered. So you might also want to check about whether or not you need extra insurance for acts of God. Okay, but in the meantime, I have romance coming towards you too. Okay, as long as you're paying attention, and I did pick the strength card for you, so as long as you're paying attention to everything around you, Orville, as you're driving, I do believe you will be okay. Okay, so pay attention. And also, if it's a new bike, that's great. If it's a used bike, check it out before you take it. All right. And make sure it's roadworthy before you buy it. Hi, Audrey. Yes, it has been a while. Nice to see you back on. Audrey, first of all, don't hold an umbrella up in a lightning storm because it works as a conductor, which tells me that sometimes you like to take chances. Okay. But the other part of that is connecting with the energy of the earth. And it could be spirit saying, hey, you need to make that connection again. Or it could just be that, you're not paying attention to the signs around you. So, and also this, crows have the ability to remember your face and to transmit that image of your face to every other crow it ever meets. So be nice to crows. Okay. And the other thing is that there's a purchase that you're looking at making, and they're saying to the purchase is okay, but the wear and tear of it isn't as strong as the merchandise advertises. So make sure there's a warranty on it. Hi, Megan. Megan, love's a fickle thing. Okay. We have it and then we lose it, and then we have it again and we lose it again. And it leaves little scars every time we lose it. And they're saying that there's love around you, and that the most important thing, Megan, about the love is how you address it. And the one thing I do know is that when people die, love doesn't just disappear. It's still there because it's always going to be ingrained in our heart and in our memories. So they are saying that you have some changes yourself happening, and this is around work. And that should be happening in the next 8 to 10 weeks by looks of things. And it could just simply be they're adding new things to your job title without asking you whether or not you want to do it. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Think before you speak. That's what they're advising here when they do the changes. Hi, Jeannie and Brandon. Okay, if you move from where you are now, will finances stabilize for you? Well, first of all, you got to have a place to move to, okay? But the Two of Pentacles would tell me that that's balance for you. Needed to draw a card when it comes time for money. And so I would say that there's a very good chance, but it's how you balance your money, what you do with your money that actually makes it stabilize a little better. Now, as for the move, I'm not seeing anything really sudden. So I would say it's still going to take you a few weeks or a few months before you actually make the move. All right, Heather, hi. Nice to see you, Heather. Heather, sometimes walking away from things is a good thing. Walking away from emotional burdens that we don't need anymore, walking away from difficult relationships, walking away from people who we have had as friends forever because their idea, their concept of where their life is going and where our life is going are two different things. So you may be finding that you're purging, you're decluttering, and that you're leaving behind, unfortunately, some people that just don't fit into your life anymore, but that's okay. That's all part of life. It's how it goes. It's a full circle. Orville, you're welcome. Hello, Jessica. You're new. Do you have a message or a card for me? Lots of love. Well, Jessica, thank you for being on the show. And I have the romance card. The Six of Wands is about romance. It's about having that ability to enjoy the moment for exactly what it is. But it's also about being generous, and it's about bringing that sense of family and warmth around yourself. And it's the Six of Wands is also about employment. So it could be that you're training someone in a job or you're helping someone train in a job. And they're saying that it's how you approach the training that makes a huge difference to how the person learns. Audrey, you're welcome. Shar, hi. Shar, for you, I have a brother who says, the writing's on the wall. Whatever it is you're going to do, read it carefully. And I would take it this brother's past by the sounds of things. I don't know who Marcus is to you, but I am going to put that name out there. Mark, Marcus, Martin. Anyways, totally separate to your brother. There's writing on the wall. So there's some sort of contract that you're going to do, whether it's employment, whether you're helping someone buy something or you're buying something for yourself, but there's a contract. And he is saying to read it. It is really important that you read it rather than weep. Okay. So I am saying to make sure you read the contract. Hi, Patty. Well, Patty, work is one thing and play is another. And I'm feeling like somehow you're mixing the two up together or you're mixing them up. So I'm going to say that if you decide that you're doing something work related, that is play related, you got to remember whatever happens at work or whatever happens in the play, those are left in separate areas. You don't bring them together. And so think of dating someone at work, okay? If you're dating someone at work, if you guys have a fight, you don't bring it to work. And if you have a fight at work, you don't bring it home, because this is a work related thing, a play related thing, or a family work play related thing. Keep them separate. All right. Really important. Melissa, I understand the heart thing you spoke about. I'm quite unsure I'm on the right road or to remain in the direction I am now. Work and the non-existent love life. Well, I think a lot of us have a non-existent love life right now. But I feel like you're in the right direction, but it does feel like you're going to have to twig things every now and then. It's like adjusting the radio volume or the static off the radio. So there is going to be a little adjustment, but you're going to get there, Melissa. Just keep it up. You are on the right road. Hi, Sandra. Well, Sandra, change is something that happens to all of us. And I did a course today at work, and it was saying how most people, the 95% of people, do not like change. There's just this 5% of us that like change. And we relish change, and there is going to be change around you. So I could tell you to stress out about the change, but instead I'm going to say embrace it. Embrace the change, because as you make the change, whether that is mindset, whether it's physical, whatever, the more you embrace it, the easier it becomes. Okay, so embrace the change, Sandra. Hi, Annalicia. How are you? And we have for you the number 7. And I think a 7 is lucky 7, lady luck. But 7 is also about endeavors of trying things that are outside the box. And it could be music, it could be writing, it could be crocheting, knitting, but it's doing something you're not used to. It's trying something that you would never normally do. Okay, so think outside of your box and try something new. And I would say maybe do it once a month, or try it until you feel comfortable with it, and then you can move on to another. Oh, I haven't tried this. Okay, I'm not into fire walking, so not something I'd recommend. I would say whatever it is you're going to try is something a little tame to begin with. Like, who's going to stick their head in a lion's mouth? Not me. But it may be that could be the analogy I'm looking for, is that whatever it is you're doing, it's outside of your comfort zone. Okay. So be brave and go forward and challenge that lion if that's necessary, but do it with the knowledge that you have rehearsed, studied, and endeavored to learn everything you need to get it done. Hi, Tammy. Well, Tammy, I hope you're having a lovely evening. And I want to say the first thing that comes to me is new starts and new beginnings for you. And because of the feeling of emotions attached to this, it could be around a relationship, and it could also be around developing or reestablishing or regenerating a relationship. But it could also be around family. And it could be that there is an event that is coming up that will bring a lot of emotional satisfaction, and it could also bring a lot of emotional sorrow. But the thing is, without emotions, are we really human? So I'm just saying, be prepared to wear that emotional cup. Hello, lovely cut knife. How are you? So for you, it's really interesting because I think I pulled this card for you last night. The Tower, having that mischievous look around yourself that, no, I didn't do it. Have you ever raised a single child? I can remember going into the bathroom one time and going to put on makeup. So I used to wear it. And when I opened up the package, there were little drawings in each of the cakes. So I went to my daughter and I went, "Did you do this?" And she went, "Nope, wasn't me." And she's an only child. So sometimes we do have to do that little smirk and go, "Nope, it wasn't me," with our fingers crossed behind our back. So, lovely, whatever you're getting into. And if you want to deny it, I'm going to say, go ahead, deny it. It does feel like it's fun doing that. So go ahead. Use the words, "It wasn't me." Hi, Tanya. Well, Tanya, there are some medical appointments that you may have to attend. And I feel like there's some changes, adjustments being made. And it could be to do with a pregnancy. But I also feel like there's part of you that wants it and the other part doesn't. So I think you're really going to have to decide, is it really something in your best interest at this point in your life to have another child? And if it is and you can't get pregnant, why don't you adopt? There's plenty of children out there. But since I'm not a nurse or a doctor, I'm telling you, you need to go to the doctor and find out what's going on. All right. Jalen, hello. And I do believe you are new as well. So now I have to go back up again because it jumped. So hello, Jalen. Pretty name. Money. Money's a big issue for all of us. I'd love to say I can get through this world and not have to worry about money, but I've always worried about money. Even when I have it, I worry about it. So, Jalen, there is a need for you to organize your finances because there is a purchase that you are going to want to make. And when you go to make it, you need to have that backing of the money to make it feasible. So, I'm going to say, have a look. Now, this could be rental property you're looking at buying. It could be a vacation home you're looking at buying, or it could be a home you're looking at buying. So they're saying to reorganize the concept of money so you can achieve the dream you're looking for. All right. You're welcome, Jessica. And you do know a Mark. Okay, Shar. Tell Mark he needs to go get his ticker checked. Okay. It seems to be important. I don't care what age he is. It does feel like he needs to go get it checked. Patty, you're welcome. Melissa, you're welcome. Sandra, you're welcome. And Mastur, hi. Mastur, your friend Mary is asking about her health and what the lookout is. Mastur, I'm going to come back to you. Okay, I need to just delve a little bit and have a look. So just a minute, I am going to write that down. Okay, wait a minute. So tell Mary that she should be seeing her doctor, that there may be I'm not sure about the surgery, but there may be talk of surgery or some sort of procedure. She needs to be on top of it because I feel as though she left it so long that it's taking more of a toll than she realized. So, and the procedure could also be a course of medicine that needs to be taken. So I am going to tell her that it is important. If she wants to see an end result in a more positive light, she needs to listen and do what she's told. So, Mastora, for yourself. Sometimes things begin to bubble over when we think everything is calm, and there's a mad rush to find something that you've already packed. So I'm going to say you've got two choices. You either go through all the boxes and you unpack it until you find it, or just go bugger be damned and go out there and buy it again so you can use it now. I don't know if you guys are actually leaving towards the end of June, but I'm sort of leaning towards the end of June that there's like a parade of a trip. So I'm thinking by vehicle, but you and the baby might actually fly, just so you know. Okay, you and the babies. So he may be doing the road trip by himself or with a brother. Okay, and Alicia, you're welcome. Jessica, hi. Second Jessica. Jessica, I'm hearing music notes, and what I'm hearing is, Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue? That's Crystal Gale, and I think that's actually the name of the song. And it talks, this is about, to me, romance. It's about that lingering of finding the person that you're passionate about. But because I see a peacock as well, it also makes me want to say to you, be careful of someone who's parading their achievements in front of you, because they may not be as clear as they appear. All right. Or they may not be, what's the word I'm looking for? As decorative as it appears. All right. Oh, lovely. I don't know what we were saying. Hello, Lisa. I think I'm going to say something that I said similar to Patty a little bit ago. Try not to mix work with pleasure. And then there is an, okay, it's either a sailing event or a sale event, buying something, or it's a cruise. So there may be a trip that you're going on. And they're saying that to look at it from another perspective. So don't take the first price, look at it from another perspective. All right, Mr. Khan. And thank you, Shar. Mr. Khan, just a minute. I'm pulling you a card. I know general question for you, but I think maybe I should pull a card. Look at this, Ace of Cups. To me, new starts and new beginnings, emotional happiness, achieving dreams, desires, wishes. And it's about your cup flowing over, but it's also about the magic all around you that you're creating to make that environment happen. So to answer your question, long answer or explanation, but generally yes. Okay, thank you, Shar. And Liam, good evening, Liam. Well, sometimes we can sit in the position of watching over our domain. And as we watch over our domain and everyone frolics and has fun, we're still sitting there. So maybe it's time you got up and you had a little frolic and fun yourself, whether that is playing baseball, going for a jog, sitting on the beach, but going into the water once in a while, or whether or not it's about walking hand in hand with the person you love down a country lane and enjoying the environment. I feel you need to add a little more of that to your diet. All right. Shay, you're welcome. Nika, sorry. You're wondering if Jesse cheated on you. First answer I heard was no. Might have been the other way around. But I am going to say the best way of finding that out is grab the bull by the horns and ask them yourself. Everyone defines cheating differently. To me, to wink, to smile, to do a wolf call at someone, to me, that's not cheating. Touching, kissing, that's cheating. So I think it depends on your definition of cheating. And I know not everyone's going to agree with me because I sure know my minister wouldn't agree with me either. So I heard no. When I read the question out loud, I heard no. So the only way you're going to know for sure and to believe is to ask the person yourself. Lovely. I really don't know what to say. I will get back to you soon. I don't know what I said. Lovely. So you'll have to remind me. Oh, and for your hair, Mr. Khan, for your friend Heron, he's a skeptic. I love skeptics. So that's okay. He can be as skeptical he wants. But what I'm going to tell him is that unless he learns to put away his valuables, he's going to lose them. So just tell him to make sure he locks up those things that he appreciates. And let me reword that. Something material he can lock up. Those he loves, he should appreciate. Okay, lovely. I want to go back and see what I said that you're not sure about. And I don't remember. Okay, well, everyone, I want to thank you all for coming on. And so just before I leave, I asked whether you thought Tuesday and Thursday were going to be a good night or whether you want to stay Wednesday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Wednesday that was suggested. Anyone else has an idea, you can always leave it in the chat. I can have a double look. But for right now, we will say that Penelope and I will be on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. And I will see you next Thursday. Oh, her and her child. That's what I said. Okay. Thank you, Shar. It's like, yeah, I can. And lovely, I'm going to stand by it. I feel like there's something you're going to do and you're going to go, it wasn't me. And I think you really should say it. And don't worry, when it happens, you're going to know. Mika, thank you for answering. He told me when we were separated, he had the opportunity to cheat, but he didn't. He said it unprovoked. Well, there you go. I would say I heard no, and I'm standing by it. You're welcome. Okay. Well, everyone, I hope you'll have a good night. It's great always seeing you. And most important, may love, joy, peace, happiness, and prosperity find you all in mysterious ways. Blessed be, and we will see you next week.